viewers, welcome back. In this video, we are going to solve a question. It was asked in the year 1997 worth 10 marks. So let's start with our question. Let's see what the question says. The question says that a cylindrical piece of steel 80 millimeter in diameter and 120 millimeter long is subjected to an axial compressive force of 50,000 kg. So the dimensions of the steel is given to you. This is 80 mm in diameter and subjected to 120 mm long. This is 120 mm. Okay. Now it is subjected to a compressive force. It is subjected to a compressive force of 50,000 kg here, and here also compressive force of 50,000 kg. Okay. So we have to calculate the change in the volume of the piece, and what is given to us? The bulk modulus is given to us. K is given to us in the question. It is 1.7 into 10 to the power 6 kg per centimeter square. This is the bulk modulus, and Poisson's ratio is also given. It is 0.3. And our task is to find what is the change in the volume due to this compressive load. Okay. So let's start with our question. We cannot directly find the change in the volume, but we know a formula that change in volume to the original volume, change in volume to the original volume is the volumetric strain, and volumetric strain is nothing but it is the strain in x direction plus the strain in y direction plus strain in z direction. So if we add all the three strains, we will get the volumetric strain, and once we find the volumetric strain and multiply it with the volume of the cylinder, we'll find out what is the change in the volume. Okay, so that is the scheme of our question. So our first task will be to find out what is the strains in x, y and z direction. Okay, now for finding out the strains in the x, y and z directions, we have formulas like strain in x direction is stress by E minus mu sigma y by E minus mu sigma z by E. And you should remember that we are taking tensile stress as positive. In this formula also we are taking tensile stress as positive and compressive stress as negative. Okay, compressive stress or force you can say as negative. So these are negative. Similarly, what is the strain in y direction? The formula for that will be strain in y direction by E minus mu sigma x by E minus mu sigma z by E. Now strain in z direction, similarly, what is the formula? Is that strain in z direction will be sigma z by E minus mu sigma x by E minus mu sigma y by E. Now, is the stress given to us? No, the stress is not given to us. Okay, so let's first find out what is stress. This sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, it is not given to us. The only thing which is given to us is in terms of force. It is given to us in terms of force and it is given as kg. But what do we want? We want stress. So here is the point where if you are in hurry, you are bound to commit mistake. You will see just okay, it is 50,000 and it is in kg, let's put that. But you should keep in mind it is not stress, it is load given to you. And what we have to find out? We have to find out stress. So what will be the stress in x direction? Stress will be force per unit area, right? Force per unit area. What is force? Force is given to you as 50,000 kg. So 50,000 is the force applied in the area. What is the area? We have given the diameter, right? And diameter is 80 mm. So pi by 4 d square. So 80, let's take it 80. Is there anything else given to you? Okay, so the bulk modulus which is given to us is given in kg per centimeter square. So we should also try to find out the stress in kg per centimeter square and not in kg per millimeter square. Okay, so 80, I'm converting it to centimeter. So 80 millimeter is 8 centimeter. So it is pi by 4 d square. So it will be kg per centimeter square. Okay, so let me just calculate it and write down the answer. So it is coming out to be 994.71. 994.72. 718 it is. So let me write it 72 kg per centimeter square. This load is compressive. Okay, it is compressive. So let me write it as negative because it is compressive in nature. So sigma x, what is sigma y? Is there any force acting in the y direction or z direction? No. So here, since there is no force acting in the y direction or z direction, so our sigma y and sigma z will be 0. Okay, we do not need to calculate it. Now let's first calculate these things. Let this be equation number 1, this be 2, this be 3. So let's calculate these first. So first of all, strain in x direction will be sigma x by E minus mu sigma y by E minus mu sigma z by E. Since our sigma y and sigma z are 0, so this and this will be 0. Okay, now sigma x by E will be what? Strain in x direction will be what? It will be minus 994.72 by E. Now one major concern is that you are also not given with E. What is the value of E? They have given you the value of bulk modulus but not E. We'll see to it later. Meanwhile, let's calculate what is the value of strain in y direction. Strain in y direction is sigma y by E minus mu sigma x by E minus mu sigma z by E, right? Now our stress in y and z directions were 0, so this is gone and you will be left with minus mu sigma x by E. But here just remember that we have already put a minus sign over here. We put a minus sign when we are taking this sigma x as tensile. This is the formula when we take all the stresses as tensile. But here what we are having, sigma x as compressive. So we have to put a negative sign twice. So a negative sign, then mu is 0.3, then again a negative sign because it is compressive force or compressive stress, 0.72 by E. So it will come out to be 298 it will be plus 298.416 by E, and this comes with a positive sign. Okay, now let's calculate strain in z direction. Strain in z direction is sigma z by E minus mu sigma y by E minus mu sigma x by E. Now this sigma z and sigma y, it will become 0 and we'll be left out with I'm doing it here only, sigma z is equals to minus mu sigma x by E. So minus mu is 0.3, sigma is minus 994.72 by E. And if you calculate this, it will again come out to be same value as this. So it is 298.416 by E, right? Now, let's calculate what is volumetric strain, the final volumetric strain. So the final volumetric strain will be strain in x direction plus the strain in y direction plus the strain in z direction. So the volumetric strain will be strain in x direction. It is this value minus 994.72 by E, minus 994.72 by E, plus this value 298.416 by E. So 298.416 by E, and again this value strain in Z direction. Z direction is again the same thing, 298.416. Sorry, 298 it was. So 298, this is 8, and this is 298.416 by E. So let's calculate this. This is the volumetric strain. It is minus 994.72 plus 2 into 298.416, and this comes out to be negative of 397.888 by E. Now, one major thing is that we do not know what is the value of E or the Young's modulus. So we have to find out E also. What we know is the bulk modulus. The bulk modulus K is given to us, this 1.7 into 10 to the power 6 kg per centimeter square. Okay. So let's calculate out what is the value of E from K. So we know a very easy relationship. E is equals to 3K 1 minus 2 mu, right? So E will be 3 into, what is the value of K? 1.7 into 10 to the power 6. Okay. 1.7 into 10 to the power 6, 1 minus 2 mu. Mu is 0.3 given to you. So the answer will be, let me just quickly calculate this, and this comes out to be 2.04 and 456 into 10 to the power 6 kg per centimeter square. Don't forget the unit, kg per centimeter square. Why? Because the value of K we are putting here is in kg per centimeter square, right? It is given in kg per centimeter square, and we are putting in kg per centimeter square. So we are getting the value of E as in kg per centimeter square. So let's now find out what is the value of volumetric strain or EV. So final EV will be minus 397.888 by 2.04 into 10 to the power 6 kg per centimeter square. And here also in the numerator we have put the value in kg per centimeter square. Stress were in kg per centimeter square only. Okay, so that is why it is very important to check the units, kg per centimeter square. The stresses were in kg per centimeter square. So this and this will get cancelled out, and you will be left with a numerical value. So final strain will be minus 1.950 into 10 to the power minus 4. This is the final strain, volumetric strain we are getting. Okay, so this is the final strain we have got. We have got this value of strain, volumetric strain. Now next task will be to multiply it with the actual volume, the original volume of the cylinder given to us, in order to get the final delta V, okay, asked in the question. So delta V by V was volumetric strain. We have got the value of volumetric strain. It is minus 1.950 into 10 to the power minus 4. Now, what is the volume of the cylinder? Can we find out the volume of the cylinder? We haven't yet found out what is the volume of the cylinder. So volume of the cylinder is pi by 4 diameter square, that is 8 square by 8 square. So this is coming out to be in centimeter square. So into the height of the cylinder, that is 120 millimeter. So I'm writing 12 will give you the volume of the cylinder in centimeter cube. So the volume of the cylinder in centimeter cube will be how much? 603.186 centimeter cube. This is the volume of the cylinder original. If you multiply this with the volumetric strain, you will get the final change in volume. So change in volume will be volumetric strain into the volume. Volumetric strain we have already calculated. It is minus 1.95 into 10 to the power minus 4, 10 to the power minus 4 into the volume we have got. So it is 603.186 centimeter cube. So you will get the answer in centimeter cube. So it is minus 1.95 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 603.186, and that comes out to be minus 0.1176 centimeter cube. And you are getting a minus sign because this shows that there is a reduction in the volume of the cylinder because the loads were compressive in nature. So this is the change in volume, and it comes out to be negative sign because it is getting reduced. So you can write it is 0.1176 centimeter cube and volume is getting reduced. Volume is getting reduced. So that was all for this class. Hope you liked the session. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Don't forget to check the description box to join my Telegram channel for few more updates. And if you know someone who is in need of such solutions, do share it with them. Bye bye and have a nice day.